Summer Preview 2016. I am here with Uwe, who is getting very personal, and Gunther. Hello, gentlemen. How are you?
We're doing wonderful.
Fantastic.
Excellent to have you. And we are taking a look at, from Academy Games, Conflict of Heroes, Guadalcanal.
Guadalcanal.
The Pacific 1942. All right, what are we looking at here, gentlemen? Tell me a little bit about it.
Go ahead, Gunther.
Well, this is the long-awaited next installment in the Conflict of Heroes series. It is our first, with Conflict of Heroes being our tactical squad-level World War II series. And this is the first game to take us away from the European theater into the Pacific theater.
I don't think you have to yell that much.
Yeah, you're right.
He's a loud man.
He's enunciated.
I'm excited. I mean,
that's what it is. He's excited.
Yes.
Lay off, Uwe.
He's my son.
But this features the Marines fighting the Japanese Imperial Army. So you get two whole new factions that add a lot of new ways of playing strategies and historical context that you have to struggle with to achieve victory.
And what I wanted to say is that I'm kidding.
This is what it's like when you bring on the dad and the son.
Oh, no,
and
you
you
know
try to interview them at the same time.
Okay, let's forget the games. Let's
I
talk
think it's
about
Uva.
business. What's that?
Nothing.
No, we have so much fun at work, and we all get along. Believe it or not, that's why we can get each other. But let's get back to the game. I wish you'd quit interrupting us
I know,
with
I'm
these
sorry.
frivolous
I'm
things
really
like
bad
that.
at this.
I know.
Whole interviewer
I tell
thing.
you what. But what's so great about the Guadalcanal is that the Americans play as the Marines, and they're playing your standard, going for victory points, things like
Marines.
that. But the Japanese players, they track Bushido, saving face, because in a normal war game, it's always you're using this God's eye view,
Right.
and you're using what modern tactics teach you and tell you about. But what we've built in is now this Bushido, that you're tracking your Bushido. Every mission is a little different what the Bushido, what the orders were from above. And if a commander does not react and act like they did in 1942, which was that cultural, this whole way their code was, you start losing face, losing Bushido, and all of a sudden you start losing morale or
Your
other
troops
items.
don't have confidence in you.
And this was a wonderful thing that Gunther, this is 100% Gunther, came up with this Bushido code. And then also Dean Haley. Sorry, Dean, man, it was on my tongue. Dean Haley.
It's on the box also.
It's
Yes.
on the box. I can't even believe it. He is the campaign designer. And what's interesting, Dean is a Marine Corps, was a Marine Corps officer. And once we get our hands on it, all the Marine Corps people playtesting got so mad because we try to neutralize it and bring away all American biases,
Right.
and really look at from neutral, showing from a Japanese standpoint and American, which is so key in any game design.
I mean, it was such a struggle, and the Americans had such a struggle against them, and I feel like it's always, oh, the Marines got it done because they were the Marines. And
It was a
very
tough.
close engagement, and I don't think that comes across always.
And then also, it was such a violent and such a crude type of engagement with
They had nowhere to retreat to.
right. So, and everybody always puts it on the Japanese shoulders, and we really try to show a neutral place where the Americans even started a lot of these atrocities at the time of just running over wounded Japanese soldiers with the tanks and just grinding them in.
Well,
as they
because
say,
they couldn't
into-
approach them because they get shot at by the Japanese.
Right, because they play dead. So it went both ways, and we try to really show this, the desperation that was going on.
We don't want to cover up that ugly part of war because war is ugly.
Is ugly. But it does show you, in trying to bring in what the cultural biases and difference are that we're in. It's a game that you can play with. It says 13 above. We do that so we get past those European censors and all. But if a father wants to play it with all the way down to 8 years old, 8-year-olds pick this game up quicker than their dads
And it's a
do.
good
The
historical
8-year-old will
lesson.
have to help the father
You know, it's a-
sometimes.
Exactly.
It sounds like you guys have done a lot of work to make sure that both sides are unique, that it feels engaging, and that it feels like a good, which you guys always do, a good history lesson as well.
Well, this is
Yeah.
what's so neat. This is the firefight book, and the guy who's doing the camera work, I don't know, he's drinking a Mountain Dew there, Coke, and oh, I'm sorry, rum and Coke.
That's
And,
nope. That's definitely not happening.
No, it's not. I'm sorry, it's a family show.
Come on, we're gonna have an apology video after this one.
This is an apology video. It's not a rum and coke. But we show exactly here the scenarios follow the exact campaign of Guadalcanal. And every single scenario starts from the beginning of the campaign and follows on a daily or weekly basis how things changed. So once you get done with this, you have such a good understanding of the campaigns, of the desperation, of why we did it to protect our lines and supply to Australia and all. So you're having fun, kids have fun, but they're learning history. And that's what it's all about. Play a game to learn history.
Well, awesome. Thank you guys for showing it to
You're
us.
welcome.
That is Conflict of Heroes, Guadalcanal. Check it out. When is this available?
4, 3, 2, Artemzao. Now.
It's available right now?
Yes.
All right, then go out there and get it. There you have it. Thank you guys.
Thanks a lot.
And thank you, everybody.